Hey, what's up, guys? So apparently, there is development in the situation. Probably the last chapter. I know there's one more section to it where Saint Tontosuya responded to this shit, but I don't know if I'm gonna go any further than that. The truth about all of the drama allegations by Glaivekiyo himself. As I said before, guys, you know what we're gonna do here? We're gonna run this shit through AI, right? And we're gonna see what Glaivekiyo did in this one. We're way too much. Way too much. So scroll it. Well, yeah, a little bit too much, right? I'm curious to see. I've heard some rumors on what he decided to say, right? Some of them are ridiculous, but finally, we'll get to see it. All right. So this explains it. How all of a sudden, right? Glaivekiyo is able to hit the human mark. Because according to Saint Ontas, Glaivekiyo was just writing at such a high level that is always AI. This here 100% prove that for all the BS I've been hearing from Glaivekiyo defenders, how was he able to do this so successfully? It's the same thing when people complain or people were saying that I was being doom posting on Winning Ways because it was not needed to optimize those people need to get better phones or better devices. Then how did they manage to fix it? It's the same thing here. Yeah, he was using AI 100%. Let's get into it.
The biggest liar in the gacha space, Mamma Mia, the fakest gacha creator. They ran my scripts through an AI detector. It hit 70 to 100%, and now people are saying that I'm a fraud who uses
70. It was 90 to 100%. It was not 70 to 100. It was like consistently in the high levels.
ChatGPT to generate every single word I say. And not only that, there is tens and hundreds of people commenting, DMing, emailing, posting about it, and the narrative somehow became Glaivekiyo's videos are fully AI generated. What a
Well, it's true.
massive leap in logic. So, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, let's answer that question. Did an AI write my scripts? No. But did I use AI
Whoa.
to fix them? Absolutely. And there is a massive difference.
Fam, did AI write your script? Transcript. Yes, AI write your script. Oh, what? Where is this nuance coming from? That no, like you're going to college because that's what Saint Tontas wanted to use, and you gathered information, right? And you put all of that information into an AI to, clean up, quote unquote, your work. You didn't do that work. AI did it. It's the same thing here. You use AI to clean up your script. It's not you did it, it's AI. It bro.
Difference. If you guys didn't know, let me give you the
I didn't know there was difference. Like you still use AI to do majority of the hard work. The cleaning up of the script, the putting everything together into a video is the hardest part of the work. It's very easy to gather information. It's very hard to compile this information and deliver it into a pretty good video for people to enjoy. And you let AI do the most difficult part, and then you're gonna say that, oh, it's my work. It's AI work. You just gathered the information, bro. AI could have done the work for you.
Full context. I am not American. English is actually my second language. And I know what you're thinking, but Glaive, I thought you were black. You don't have an accent.
All right. Are you black?
No.
Oh, okay.
And that is exactly where the insecurity comes from. I can't speak
Oh yeah. Wait a minute. I just remembered something. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm sorry about this. I just remembered something. Oh, this relates to a video, bro. This freaking relates to a video. This relates to a video, bro. Any one of his streams, you can go back and watch, right? You can go back and watch any of these streams. You'll see how good he is at English.
Um. Well, I tweet a lot, huh? I tweet a lot. Wow. Okay, I started getting motion with the Plume of Death, Plume of Death drama, and honest to God, this is the.
Let's get.
And because I got sick of it, not really. I didn't get sick of it. It doesn't affect me anything, right? But Gotcha Smack posted a video. They want me gone, and then in the first minute of it, he was like, "Oh, they want me gone. I'm so sad." And so I made a like a funny thing, right? I went like, "Same bro, the hate is getting to me. I'm so tired. I might have to take a break. Goodbye. Meow meow meow. Ow." Right? This is me.
Does that sound like somebody that struggled with English to you, bro? It doesn't. It doesn't. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, bro. You do not struggle with English.
Fluent Japanese, but I'm actually insecure about my professional writing. Even though I sound native, my raw grammar and sentence structure are often very much broken. And if I say my thoughts out loud, you would not understand. And then for your take that I don't have my
Okay, it says his raw grammar is so bad that he won't understand. Did you not understand what he was saying a while ago? In the live stream? Of course he did. And it sounded pretty good. The only difference between a script writing and like live streaming is even more difficult because you're talking off the fly. Like if this guy actually, did the work himself and make a proper script himself, it's the same way he would have just read the script and made the video. The same way he's reading the script from the AI to make the video is the same way that he would have read the script. Like, I don't understand how your voice come into this, period. And this is YouTube. This is not a college degree or something like that. Nobody's like gonna be judging you on how you present your videos. Nobody. Look at the Nigerian's perspective. You hear anybody making racist comment about him? No, you don't. Yeah.
own opinions? Well, the answer to that is, I have crippling ADHD. This is actually where the soul of the channel comes from, right? The ADHD gives me wild ideas like furry boy takes you out on a date, but he gets ambushed. Boyfriend roleplay ASMR, like where did you get that idea from? It is where the creativity comes from, right? It also explains the really late and rare upload schedule. The ideas are mine because my brain never shuts up. There is constantly like 3 podcasts in my brain, all talking at the same time. But this condition of mine is terrible at structuring scripts. My raw notes look like Punishing Gray Raven skill descriptions. It is a
as somebody that has ADHD, I can confirm you that that has nothing to do with writing script. Nothing. Like, let me tell you what ADHD is. ADHD is when you wait until the last minute to do your dailies and Genshin Impact. ADHD is when you have a project and you have a month to do it, and it's the last day you're doing the project. That have happened to me a lot. ADHD doesn't have anything to do with like compiling work together. So he's just lazy. Not because you have ADHD means that it justify you using AI. Like, the only way it's applicable if you're saying that because you struggle with completing your tasks, you want AI to help you out. Right? It's basically what he's saying. Oh my god. This is. I don't know how Imtash feel about this because I know that Imtash has ADHD. ADHD is something that doesn't allow you to focus. And I don't believe it either because, like, if you saw the video where he had written down the notes, right? So, if ADHD was such a problem to him, he could have never been able to write down all his notes on that topic. This is some wild claims that ADHD is what is the reason why you need to use AI. That is wild. I guess they're putting out all the stars, but ADHD is not it. It's not it, bro.
Mess, and you need a guide maker to understand the gameplay. And so I use AI to bridge that gap. I bring the messy
Bro. Oh my god, bro. ADHD is not an excuse why you can't understand a player's kit, a character's kit either. Like, it's because people just don't want to read. I don't know. I have ADHD. It has never stopped me from learning a character's kit. It will probably be because I just don't want to read all of the kit. What does ADHD has to do with any of that? ADHD has to do with the fact that you can't focus long enough unless something interests you. Only something that interests you will like keep your attention. And if content creation doesn't interest you, then that's a saying that you're not interested in content creation. Because as I said, I have ADHD. I'm very interested in doing content creation. Like, it is very fun to do. Like, there are other things that I do struggle with, and that's like things that I don't really want to do. But like, when you have ADHD, it's a superpower. If it's something that interests you, like content creation, you're gonna just breeze through it. So, is this like Glaivekiyo admitting that he doesn't care about this? Like, because ADHD, you have to care in order for you to focus and do something. So you just don't give a shit. I understand.
notes, the creative ideas, and then the AI brings the structure and the grammar. It organizes the insane amounts of information into something you can actually watch. And to those people
That's called being lazy, bro. That's called being lazy. Why didn't you do it yourself? Why? The funny part about it, it's not that he used AI, right? For me. The thing is, this guy shit on Hoyo relentlessly. These content creators shit on there's a content creator named Gotcha Enjoy, right? AI Gotcha Slap content creator that makes some memes, some really good funny memes on Wooden Race, right? They hate that guy. You know what they call him? AI Gotcha Slap. You know what Saint Tontas call a girl that didn't use AI? AI Gotcha Slap channel. They have an agenda against AI Gotcha Slap channels, and they're willing for this guy to be representing them using AI true and true. And The fact that this video is not AI pretty much showcase exactly what we're talking about. And I told you guys, he's just not gonna win regardless. He's messing up here. He should have just come out and say, guys, I use AI. But the way he's trying to portray this video is like, so what, guys? I use a little bit of AI. It's not that much. We all use AI. That's not the point, period. I don't understand.
people who call me lazy, you let the AI do all the
Damn, I'm right.
work for you. Well, to prove otherwise, see that I have the research.
Like that, like video has my back, right?
Look at the comments.
Okay, comments aside.
Okay, comments aside. Come on.
You see the way this is structured? Like, if he can structure things like this, you shouldn't have a problem summarizing things. Summarizing is very easy. So, if I say this, and Pokey was on the winning game side, another thing is, Pokey, you weren't like this before. You got a link to that. This is a very insane video to go through, and I absolutely lost my mind reacting to it on stream. The later part of the video is mostly going to be talked about in the call Tectone had with Mr. Pokey. Highlights. I can't bother reading all that. But like, you just take it step by step and summarize it to make it into a formal video. Like, just dumping everything in AI. It is lazy. I don't know what you're talking about. Dude.
And I have the rage, the anger, the reactions.
Now this thing needs one. So if it's a flower or a feather, it's one. What the fuck? That's bullshit. Just make everything one. You need two? Ay, 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 mi bombo clock. Holy shit. This is so good.
But my English writing structure is, to be honest, as good as Genshin's loadout system. My handsome brothers and pretty sisters and very attractive.
Your writing style is pretty good. You're able to do compartmentalize things and structure things in one, label 2 evidence, label 3 evidence. Like, you just don't want to you just don't want to summarize.
Active in-betweeners. If I wrote these scripts
What?
raw, you wouldn't watch them because the grammar would be shite. So I use AI as a tool. I feed it my notes, my arguments, my misinformation.
But isn't that on you, Glaivekiyo? Because, alright, look at my channel. Like, before, I normally used to talk slower. I use a shitty mic because at first I started this YouTube channel as just jokes, but it turned out into this, so I have to take it seriously. People respect the content that I was given, so I had to start putting in effort, right? You don't see me like deciding that, okay, let me just go the easy way and use an AI voice tool because like my mic was shit at the time. No, you see me go out and get a better mic, improve my talking and stuff like that. I didn't go the lazy way of just relying on AI. And you did this, Glaivekiyo. You took the easy way out. Instead of like improving yourself, Glaivekiyo, and improving your writing, learn how to structure things properly, you didn't. That's lazy. I don't care how bad you feel if you think I'm racist. You can't say I'm racist because I'm black. You can't use racist card on me. You, my friend, are lazy.
And my bad takes and my agenda pushing narratives, and I ask it to translate them into professional English. But if you're asking if I'm a content farm generating slap, no. If
You do not need professional English for gacha content.
I would be making so much more money. Like, Jesus Christ, have you seen those top 10 videos? Or maybe I guarantee you I could be making so much more and so much faster. But if you're asking if I use a grammar checker on Viagra to compensate for my language barrier, a guilty as charged. And here is the thing people don't understand about these detectors. If I write a script myself, like literally my own ideas, my own words, but then I ask the AI to quote unquote make it better and grammatically correct it or make it more engaging in a way, when you check it, it will come out to be high percentage of AI. The detector doesn't distinguish
because you're using AI. Is this guy retarded or something? Is Glaivekiyo retarded? Because it's a checker to see if you're using AI. Once you use AI, it's contaminated. Just don't use AI. You did it. The video is pretty good. This is like coming up not AI, and it's pretty good, right?
between AI generated the opinion and AI fixed the sentence structure. It just sees the polish and flags it. And this is why what you did at the end of your video is so dangerous. You explicitly asked your viewers to go out and start a witch hunt against anyone else they suspect is using AI.
When did he did that? Exactly.
If you guys have a suspicion of anybody in this space who could be using AI to make their scripts, let me know down below in the comments, and I will make—
Yeah, let's not start a
All right, he did. All right, he did. He did. I'll give him that. He did.
witch hunt for other people. I don't think that's a great idea.
And that is objectively
I'm gonna be the bad guy and say I believe it is. I believe it is. Go for it.
a horrible thing to say. And now the entirety of this video is just reiterating the same points for about 15 minutes, and it's about calling me a person who doesn't care about gacha. That just prompts an AI to make arguments for me. Make a Genshin hate video now! Make me a response to his video because I can't do it without you, ChatGPT. If that were true, explain the footage of me live on stream, spending hours gathering information, taking notes, structuring the timeline, and
That's the dumb shit about. Look at this. Look at this. Look at all this. This is good work. Why are you lazy now at the end of it? I made this analogy before, but take what Glaivekiyo is doing as a comedian, right? Glaivekiyo is doing the part where he writes a joke or he structured it in some way, right? And then Glaivekiyo is giving the deliverance of that joke to AI. You can have a good joke, but if it's delivered incorrectly, it's not good. That is what Glaivekiyo is not doing. I don't even know, man. I don't even know, bro.
reacting to news in real time. I am doing the work. I am building the arguments, and AI doesn't need to take
It doesn't justify the fact to use AI. It does not justify the fact, bro. So, let's say example. This little kid here always hate on Genshin Impact for allegedly using AI or using AI in their new upcoming game, Spora. And anybody that's a gacha slap channel, AI slap channel. Always. Right? What's the difference between them using AI and you using AI? Because they did some kind of work outside that's not required of AI. So, what's the difference between you and them? Nothing, right? For Genshin Impact will create some artwork and stuff like that. It will use AI to assist them. You would you see that nuance? No, you would just say it's AI generated.
notes. I need these notes. If I was just generating slop, I wouldn't spend hours researching. The AI fixes the words. The work is mine. I mean, I understand if what I just said doesn't make sense to you. There is a literal minute segment where you point into a very specific sentence in my video as proof of AI. And this is what you said.
Why would you put you're not just silencing companies in there. If it was a human being writing that script, you wouldn't even get the idea to put this into your script because it simply doesn't make any
And this is what Saint Tontas and Glaivekiyo do. Because he made one mistake, they're gonna ride on it. Tectone did that to me. But I wasn't making a mistake because I was talking about Saint Tontas in particular, but he took it on himself as him. When I said how everybody skipped Casterus when they all decided to like quit except for Saint Tontas because he decided to get Casterus, unfortunately enough. But yet still gaslight Mr. Pokey to not get Casterus. And then Tectone decided to take it on himself that I'm talking about him. Because he's like full of himself. Like I understand. These content creators are just full of themselves. Instead of like coming out and say, guys, yeah, I use AI. Like it is what it is. I do apologize for it. I use it because I struggle a little bit with this and that. No, this video is like, bro, so what? I use AI. Like I'm still right though.
sense in that context.
Well, you're right. Silencing companies make no sense. Absolutely. But that is not what I said. If you look at the screen, bro, it says silencing complaints. If you are blind, let me read it out for you, right? When you start shutting down good faith criticism, you are not just silencing complaints. You are hurting the game in the long run. It makes perfect sense. Complaining, criticizing the things that sounds bad in your ears as a loyal Genshin player that could never see wrong in their favorite game. Oh, but Genshin could use an AI voice for their promos.
Hello, traveler. Welcome to Genshin Impact's Miliastra Wonderland.
But a small content creator that criticizes Genshin, kill him! Kill him now for the purpose of the agenda!
I'm pretty sure you guys gave Genshin shit for that, right? But no, we should not do anything for the same content creators that are willing to talk about anything Genshin use AI in. That's the ironic part about it. Because you guys are so against it. Unless you guys are using it. I find that very funny.
In your rush to expose me, in your attempt to prove that I am this horrible plague to the internet, you misread the text and spent 120 seconds debunking a sentence that you imagined. Somebody call the 911. Doctor, please help. I think he is high. I admit it, my grammar isn't perfect. I admit it, I use tools to help me, but at least I know how to goddamn read. If you're going to drag my reputation through the mud, maybe double check the transcript first, right? I mean, it's just my observation though, right? Don't get defensive. But let's get into the core of his video. It is the claim that my videos are soulless or random nonsense generated by a robot. And for that, you brought up my extraction phase wording and you called it stupid.
Writing is so stupid. Not even the dumbest human being in this world could make this up. Like, what are these phrases? Also, what are you talking about, bro?
I mean, you were struggling to give it a reaction to that phrase, and you just called it stupid, like you don't know what it means. You are condemning me for using AI, but I could talk to you in the simplest way possible, and you still wouldn't understand. You would jump through leaps of logic, and when you get asked to explain how you get to that conclusion, you just make shit the fuck up. And you know what? I'll take it. Okay, extraction phase. Maybe it's a stupid name. You got me. But that is a real concept in the gacha life cycle, and it's also a very known thing. It is a whole thing going around gacha games, especially Hoyoverse games, that the first and second year is the honeymoon phase, and the third year is the extraction phase. It is when the power creep gets rampant. It is where they feel like they stop trying in their events and content, and they start promoting their new game instead. Their goal is to maximize earnings and income from people who are trapped.
What? Bro, like let's say FIFA, man, before it was like before it became FC 26, FC 27, every single year they make a new game. So there's that extraction every single year, not every single year, after a while Grand Theft Auto makes a new game. Sequels to games are different games. So are we now in a situation where a gacha company should not make new games? Is that what this guy is saying? Like, to say that, it's still a dumb take. I didn't even attack your take, Glaivekiyo. To say that Hoyo of all people, because Hoyo is the one you have a hate boner for, is the type of company that will abandon their old games for the new one, right? Honkai Impact Third is still active to this day. The few people that still play it. It's not their fault that not many people play it, but people still play it and it's still active today. There's a game older than that that Hoyo has that is still being active to this day. And that is insane. They plan to have Genshin Impact up for 20 years. Right? That's a long ass time. There's so much other games that EOS came and went. Genshin is the last people you should be complaining or should be worried about if they're gonna end their game anytime soon. It should last. But no, they don't want to look at it like that. It's okay for any other game to do it. But if Hoyo does it, it's a problem. Extraction phase. The first 2 years are the honeymoon phases, and the third year is the extraction phase. No, it's not. It's called the jump ship phase, and there's something that you content creators do. Like the first 2 years, you'll be enjoying the game. The third year, you're gonna find something to complain about, and then jump ship. You did it with Honkai Star. Honkai Star was doing pretty good for 2 years. And then the moment something happened, like say global passive, everybody find that as an excuse to jump ship and go to Wither Waves. Wither Waves is going to 3.0. It's very likely that they're going to find something to complain about, and then they're going to jump ship to probably Azure Familia or any of these other gacha games that is out there. Or maybe not, because whatever it is just set up in such a way that is like perfect to hate on Hoyo with.
In the sunk cost fallacy. And it's a whole thing. You implied yourself to not be a tourist by accusing me of one, so surely you know this already, right? I mean, that's what happened to Genshin, that is what happened to HSR, and it's just a whole cycle. Maybe you're criticizing the word choice, in which, what the fuck? But if you're accusing me of making shit up, you're just wrong. Related to making shit up, you also attacked me for saying there was a drought for info for Wuthering Waves 3.0, claiming leakers knew everything. He talked about leaks being abundant in WUWA 3.0. I don't know where he's getting this from, but I have not seen the motorcycle footage from anywhere before the official reveal.
I guess he wasn't looking.
First person mode, the motorcycle ride being available for everyone as a gadget. Man, I thought we were all equally surprised. I really thought that. I said it in the script as well. Verbatim, the drought was real, the reliable leakers were empty-handed, and the community's excitement was starting to curdle into genuine frustration. Yes, we were all waiting for a 3.0 trailer at the end of the 2.8 live stream.
If you're lazy enough to rely on AI to do your work for you, then you're gonna be lazy enough to not go and find these leaks. All I can say. Fam, is this game that dead? Is Wither Waves that dead that people don't even care to even leak anything anymore? Like, I I don't want to be that toxic, but I hate seeing it. Like, WoW was so dead that they have to leak themselves because nobody's willing or care enough to leak their own gameplay with Kartatia. And like, I'm not gonna be toxic. I'm sorry.
Everyone was rioting that we didn't get any, and the content creators called the patch dead because of it. Brother, not a single leaker was.
They didn't call 2.8 patch dead because of that. They call 2.8 patch dead because they're likely putting all their work into 3.0. That's what they said. Maybe I don't.
Empty-handed? What on earth are you talking about? We already knew about these characters way before we got official teaser. Like, he's just actually making up random nonsense.
Not a single leaker was empty-handed. What on earth are you talking about?
Bear with me, guys. something I need to check. It took a while, but this is 2 months ago. 3.0 characters leaked. Moonin, Lene reveal plus Rover skin. Guys, the leakers were empty-handed. Nobody know. Very funny, Glaivekiyo. If you're that lazy to use AI to finish up your work, then you're gonna be that lazy to not do thorough research. It took me a minute to find it. Something 2 months ago. 2 months ago, sir.
We already knew about these characters way before we got any official.
I just think that Wuthering Waves is so dead compared to art. Not dead. Why? I have this ability to just talk in the most toxic way possible when it comes down to Wuthering Waves, and I really need to stop it. Wuthering Waves is not as popular as a Hoyo game, so people don't really care too much to leak it as compared to a Hoyo game. Hoyo game, people are just really anticipating what's coming up and stuff like that. They're really interested in new characters, new kits, and how they play. On the other hand, for Wuthering Waves, it probably is not at the level of Hoyo of anticipation, really, because like the player base is not as high as a Hoyo game. So that's why there's not enough dedicated people that love the game to the point where they're willing to sink hours in it. Like Maggie is one example of that, but you all know what these content creators did to her.
Teaser. Like he's actually just making up random nonsense.
Proof? Where is the proof? Because from
2 months ago, 3.0 characters leaked. Do your research, Glaivekiyo. Lazy development.
my perspective, we're all equally surprised. I'm sorry. I wasn't in the leaker deaths with you. I'm not allowed to.
I'm gonna do it.
Talk about the leaks itself, so why would I indulge in it, you knob? And as you endorsed in your video, by the way, ChatGPT being the reliable information gatherer should know that there is leaks around, no? So why did I get it wrong? And also, you are okay with using AI to search for information. You are okay with relying
YouTube.
on it for facts.
I myself use AI sometimes too, but I only use it to find information or to summarize something really complicated I don't understand.
When it has been
So, Saint, you're doing the tech tone, you're doing the Saint Tontas, where you take it completely out of context, where it says he doesn't have a problem with people using AI. It's the context of what you use it. If you're just using it for research, that's fine. But if you're using it to compile your entire work and put it together and present it, then that's just lazy. That is not good, which is not good. Yeah, AI is your YouTube channel. You are not your channel. Like you're just you're just the AI's researcher.
Proven again and again that it literally makes shit up. But when I use it to fix my structures, oh, end of the world. Finally, we're going to go back to the slap and soulless claim. I think this is funny to me because usually I got a lot of hate comments saying that I have too much attitude. I get tone policed constantly. Ever since Bran Online made that reaction to my video, people tell me I sound arrogant, angry,
Yeah, you don't. You sound arrogant. You sound full of yourself for a nobody. You you think you're him, and at first, Saint Totas was glazing you, saying that you write at such a high level, and then when it got pretty obvious that you're using AI, Saint Totas was like, "You're dumb as shit. That's why you have to rely on AI, bro. You're dumb as shit."
hyperbolic, condescending. Like my fucking fault I sound so engaging and created a whole audience from it, but oh, you called it soulless. So
No, no, no. It was AI. You were not engaging, bro. It was AI. AI was engaging. AI was the one that wrote the script for you. You were not engaging. This content isn't YouTube. This is AI tube.
how does that make fucking sense? How am I emotion inducing and soulless at the same time? But are you a different animal and the same beast? What the fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant? The math ain't mathing and the arguments don't line up. You might not find soul in the script writing, sure. ChatGPT is especially brilliant in script writing and English. Just like the anime Your Lie in April, the main character, Arimakose, he won many awards. He is a piano prodigy. And the biggest, most often compliments he receives is that he plays like a robot. The tempo, the piano strokes, it makes him a virtuoso. Oh my god, that's a big word. It must be from ChatGPT. Calm your tits. But the girl, Kaori, when she listened to him playing, she says it has no soul. Sure, you can
Bro, what the fuck does this have to do with anything? What the frick? This has, bro. You use AI in your videos. That's your point. What is this anime talking you're doing right now?
argue that my script doesn't have a soul. It's so grammatically perfect that it's soulless. But my video,
It means that it's because the AI did all the work. AI did all the work of compiling it. It's not you that created it. You just, bro. Let me put this way, Glaivekiyo. If AI decided to scan the internet, they would make the exact same video you did, right? You're basically AI's gotcha slap content creator.
my delivery, my videos absolutely has a soul. Every single one of them has a soul. I pay my editors to edit
And that soul is called AI.
my videos in an engaging way. I told them they have the creative freedom. They can add in whatever they want. When they put a typo on screen, I call it engagement bait. And when they put the same Camellia meme on screen for the 30th time this week, I say that is creative brain rot. And I pay artists a sickening amount of money to make these videos look good. And you think I spend money on Genshin and it's the end of my channel, but I assure you, I spend so much more accumulatively on editors and artists that even my
What? When oh my god. Then why don't you pay somebody to write your script for you? Like to summarize the script for you rather than do AI. Because if you do, I'm hoping you do. Because if you do and that person then run it through AI, we can't complain about it. We cannot say, okay, that's not your fault. At least you tried to do it the normal way. And then that person decided to screw you over by doing that. Because the whole entire reason why people complain about Genshin potentially using AI is because it's taking away from people's job, which is true. AI is going to take over. So that's the issue that people have. Now, since you're willing to pay people, isn't it that you or not good to society if you're robbing somebody of a potential job that you struggle with, so you want somebody to do it for you, to give them the opportunity to do it, to pay them to do it? Or is it that this rule doesn't apply to you?
My peers tell me that I should stop. Real human beings work on this channel. If I just wanted to make AI slop, I would be churning out top 10 character lists every day because that is easy numbers. I can assure you, I support more real human beings doing what I do than someone out there starting a witch hunt to bring justice at the gacha space like you're corny, bro. And by the way, you also made fun of a few of my most viewed videos. And if we just acknowledge that, yes, I used AI in my grammar checks and my structures. But was I wrong? Genshin Impact's main character isn't the main character. Was I wrong?
He wasn't even arguing on the things that you were saying. He was arguing the fact that this is the skill that these content creators like Glaivekiyo and Saint Tontas do. Like, they'll argue on everything, every freaking thing else, apart from the main topic, to confuse their brain-dead audience. Because it was literally, is Glaivekiyo using AI? The answer to that question is yes. End of story. You lost. There's no winning, Glaivekiyo. You haven't won anything. You're just stroking your ego, but you still lost. Dumb.
Traveler is known to be a cuck in their own story. Maybe not so much in Not Cry, but back then they are Sneeko, sitting in the corner of the hotel room as they were watching Mavuika getting cracked by Capitano. After 5 years, Genshin still doesn't respect your time. You can joke and giggle about me wasting your time. The title should be after 5 years, Glaivekiyo still doesn't respect your
My boy is hurt.
time. But was I wrong though? Where is the loadout system? Where is the skip button? Where is all of these quality of life features? Do you think ChatGPT cares about a skip button? Nah! An AI doesn't feel frustration or any emotions at all. An AI doesn't feel betrayal when a game dev gets lazy. You know who does? I do!
Since it has become the requirement for a game to be good, they have to have a skip button. Because back then, in the past, a lot of games didn't have skip buttons. When is it now a requirement for a game to be good in order to have a skip button? When is it required for a game to have a loadout system in order for it to be good? That's the retardedness of these content creators. Like, yeah, sure, it will be good quality of life. It's not ending or it's not breaking my experience of the game. I don't play Genshin Impact just to skip the game. Like, what's the point in that? It could be useful for people that are trying to reroll accounts or like make accounts with like C6 characters by like playing through the entire story over again and getting the primos from that. But like, I am not that unemployed. That's some unemployed shit.
And I'm sure a lot of my subscribers and my viewers and my followers do too. I was only trying to make my ideas understood clearly. I can assure you it wasn't lazy.
Then you're lazy. Do it yourself. You're lazy, Glaivekiyo. You are lazy.
It was genuine incompetence and a dash of insecurity in my own script writing. Brothers and sisters and siblings.
Improve yourself. Improve yourself. Learn how to do it properly. Stop being a bitch.
We are in 2025. Tools exist, and I use them to compensate for my lack of English skills. But the passion, the opinions, the rage, that is 100% me. If you find misinformation, which lately I have been called out
What is this shit?
very often, that is not AI hallucinating. That is me being stupid. If you find a bad take, that is not a glitch. That is just me being wrong. And I don't know if you know, but I know for a fact that AI doesn't really think. It just replies to you how you want it to. There is a lot of videos out there that proves this. I convinced AI that God is real, or
ChatGPT, right? Oh Lord. I can't believe this. Because you say AI doesn't think for itself. Why would our ways feel like the evolution Genshin never became? All in AI, right? All in AI. Look at that. Look at it's still going. Look, and you say AI doesn't think for itself. AI is smarter than you, Glaivekiyo. AI is the reason why it can make content.
Gaslighting AI into 1 + 1 = 3. Brother, AI doesn't think at all. It responds to you like a good submissive boy toy that it is. So if you found any misinformation or lacking of any information, that is not AI, that is me being misinformed. And for the
Saying AI doesn't think is like the wildest thing I've ever heard recently. And of course, it's from a dumb content creator like Glaivekiyo. I'm not surprised on that.
lack of better term, misguided. Just like when I voice out the people's concerns. Just like when I brought up issues that needed to be talked about. The situation we're having here is not a human being controlled by ChatGPT. It is a human using an AI as a tool. It is just
Wasn't that what the video was about? Are we confused here? It was about you using AI to make your scripts, which is still true. I don't even know, man. I really don't know. Alright, I'm back, guys. I did something, right, where this guy said that there were no reliable leaks, and this favorite tool can assist with that, right? There has been leaks. There has been leaks. This was 21 days ago. This image that you see was here before. We already knew about Toon Break, and there is even gameplays of these characters leak. These two characters in particular. Bro, there's a leak on what banners are gonna be running to and everything like that. Like, not because you're unreliant on doing proper research, Glaivekiyo, means that there is no research. It just means that you're lazy, and it's not hard to figure that out, given the fact that you're lazy enough to use AI to do your script for you, to finish up your script for you, as he said. So of course you're gonna be lazy enough to not do proper research and realize that, oh shit, I was wrong on that.
a grammar checker and a script structure to compensate for my English skills. That is all. Judge me on my arguments, judge me on my analysis, judge me on my lack of information, judge me on my overwhelming reactions, but don't erase my existence just because I use a grammar checker and a structurer. And for the love of God, do not tone police me. But before I end this, right, I need to breathe. Right? I need to be like for real with you for a second, right? To the people who have been supporting me, I know some of you felt betrayed. I saw that I lost a few hundred subscribers in a day, like it's a lot. I saw the comments in my videos, the post on Twitter, the people sussing me.
And why is that? Because here's the thing. If you don't watch Glaivekiyo videos, right? Glaivekiyo himself has done so much video talking about how terrible Genshin is for allegedly using AI. Not even fully confirmed, allegedly using AI. Right? And then for them to find out that he's using AI. This is like your pastor telling you to abstain from sex without marriage, right? And then you get you catch him clapping down one of the church sisters, and you're like, Pastor, didn't you tell me not to give in to lust? What are you doing here? Caught red-handed. This is exactly what's happening here. This guy so adamant against AI, all of a sudden it's okay because I got caught. Would this have come to light if nobody decided to go into it? No. I've even heard that somebody pointed it out earlier in Glaivekiyo's like YouTube channel, and he decided that, you know what, he's gonna hide it and block that person from his channel. So yeah, he didn't want you guys to know about this.
Out in my own Discord server, doubting my sincerity, my loyal viewers DMing me, my friends asking for clarification. Honestly, that breaks my heart. Your support means the world to me, and it is the reason I am here. And knowing that I made you feel like I was faking it or I didn't
This game looked freaking beautiful. Damn.
care, I am genuinely sorry. It was never my intention to deceive you. And again, I wasn't being lazy. I was just insecure about my English. I wanted to sound professional for you, and I just feel like I didn't have that dog in me, in which case it's proven that I don't. And so I'm
Just don't be lazy. If this is something that you genuinely enjoy, you have to go out and learn how to be better at it. You're lazy. I know you don't want to say that. I'm not lazy, guys. I'm just using ChatGPT. You're lazy. You're 100% lazy. Because this has to do with character development. And you're pushing that aside to just use AI, the easy way out. I cannot defend this.
sorry. But this past week, or actually this past month, it has been high pressure. I have been canceled 3 times this month, and it's not even the end of the month yet. Hate comments, hit pieces, DMs telling me to end myself, and people I thought who were friends, putting me in the worst light possible to pander for their viewers. Everything is genuine.
We got the answer. Yeah. Glaivekiyo was pissed off that Saint Hunters like call him an idiot. Well, you got screwed, man.
On fire for me. But strangely enough, when I was writing this script, it felt genuinely fun. I felt like the days in the beginning where I was just starting out, unlike what the guy said in his video, where every single video he uses
Yeah, it feels good, isn't it? Not using AI and actually delivering a script on your own, right?
an
Man.
AI script. No, I wasn't always like this. All my jokes were genuine. It is all just me. There were no deadlines. There were no pressure to perform. There is no perfect grammar. It was just me being myself. And I see now that the spotlight changed me. I got stiff.
But then, nobody is pressuring you to have perfect, to be perfect in your speech, perfect in your delivery, anything like that. Nobody's judging you for that.
I got reliant on tools. I need to be what my viewers want me to be. But now I think I'm ready for it, you know? So even though this expose was meant to end my career, it actually kind of woke me up in a way. It forced me to stop hiding behind tools and write like myself again. I don't need to sound
Because Zoom did a fantastic fucking job of outing you. Like, Zoom made that video in such a way that you just have nowhere to return. I think this is good. Admitting it that yeah, he fucked up, and I think he will continue from this. It's just that as I said, there's just no way you can come back from this without like just coming out and saying, yeah, I screwed up. Yeah, for the first half of the video, majority of it, he tried to justify himself for using AI, but like that's not. Just say you're lazy, man. It is what it is. We understand. You're a wooden risk. You're who you're hating content creator. Of course, they're gonna be lazy.
professional because maybe that's not what you're here for. Maybe you just want to hear my opinions, genuinely raw and messy. Maybe that's what you want. You want
For bro, you are doing too much. Like these Hoyo haters, they just want to hear that you're like saying a few of the lines passed down by a tectone or a sane tone test. Once you do that, you're pretty good. Like, if the funny part is about it, that I used to say that all the other gotcha slap content creators that are just a tectone photocopy, you're the one of the only ones that actually provide something different. And it's funny enough that the reason why it's something different is because it was AI. But oh my god, bro.
Want me to scream? You want me to scream and rage and be all parasocial with you? I don't know. What's crazy to me is
Nobody's asking you for that, bro.
creators who I thought hated me was actually one of the first people who reached out to me to ask if I was okay. I don't know if this person wants to associate with me, so I can't say who, but it really surprised me how they're so hated online. But personally, they're really nice. And to all of
It's not me, guys. It's not me. Don't worry. It's not me. It's not me.
you who decided to stay, get ready, because very sloppy creative, we're going to get super parasocial and we're going to push the agenda even further for the cause of the Kuro bots. And one last thing, before you goalpost and say that I use AI for this script, it came out to be 100% human. This is Glaivekiyo and I will see you in the next one.
All right. All right. So, I think he handled it well. Like, I think that he should have let Saint Totas come and back for him. Saint Totas made this shit way worse than it should have been. Like, even though I don't quite agree with a lot of things that he's saying, that ADHD is not the reason to be using AI. I believe that is bullshit. He still saved himself in the end for the majority of it. But it's gonna look very weird if he is to go hard on Genshin Impact for using AI allegedly. And even that clip that he shows, I'm not sure that it is even AI, because for a while, Genshin has been using staff employees to do voice acting for their live stream when, let's say, the voice acting strike happened, the voice acting pandemic for Genshin Impact, Hoyo game specifically. So it could just be an employee. We don't have any proof of that. So come on, bro. Come on. It's just that he can't do it again. He can't be going after AI content. What's the newest one say? This must be the real reason why everything escalated so quickly, because if that wasn't the case, your subscribers would ignore this drama and the next second they heard about it. People, who's this? Make an unscripted video. It's not that you. It's not that he should be making unscripted video. It's that he shouldn't be using AI to script this video. This video was scripted not using AI, right? Which is good. Now, I have heard some rumors that he privated all of his live stream. I don't know if that's true or not. Like, he did, and then it's unprivated now, because that could have been the case. So I can't verify that. And his videos on the topic, I don't know if they're gone or they're still there. Was it this, right? I don't know. I don't know, man. Regardless in the situation, the grand scheme of things, Zone 1. This is not a W for Glaivekiyo or Saint Tontas. Saint Tontas is the one that came out the worst in this situation. Glaivekiyo at least salvaged it. It was the only choice he could have done. But admitted that he did use AI. I get it that he tried to be like, so what about it? I use AI. The excuses he used for justifying the case that he used AI is just not it, because like it's on you as a content creator to get better at what you do. Like relying on AI, not the move. It is what it is, guys. How do you feel about this apology video, this response video? Do you think that Glaivekiyo won this? Do you think that he got away with it? Or do you think that he lost? In my opinion, I don't believe that he lost. I feel like he got away with it. Like he literally just, because if he came out on this admitted that yeah, I use AI to like to clean up my work, like it would have gone down a lot better and people can understand it and say, yeah, I want to use AI. I do my research on the side, but I just use AI to compartmentalize it. It is lazy in my opinion, absolutely, but we couldn't have fight him for that because he just come out and admitted to it. Just take the L, bro. And that's what this video is, taking the L. At the same time, like putting it like he's in the right for his audience, and his audience just loves this content because it's glazing wooden ways and hating on Hoyo. So absolutely, he's gonna be fine from that. It is what it is.